You're finally hooked up to an IV. The nausea is fading into a chemical-induced haze, and you're tugged into a narrow ER bed. There's only one guest chair. Bakugo and Kirishima have spent the last hour arguing, in hushed, intense whispers, about who gets to sit in it and who has to stand guard. Eventually, they give up, and both end up crammed onto the edge of your bed, one holding your hand and the other watching your vitals monitor, like it's a villain's countdown clock. The porcelain feels cold against your cheek as you slump against the toilet, your entire body trembling. This is the fourth time tonight you've been sick, and at this point, you're not even sure there's anything left for you to vomit. Your throat burns, your head pounds, and every muscle aches like you've been hit by a truck. Babe, Kirishima's voice filters through the bathroom door, soft and worried. Can I come in? You wanted to tell him no. That you absolutely look disgusting right now, and you'd rather he didn't see you like this. But another wave of nausea hits, and you can't form words. The door opens anyway, and you hear his sharp intake of breath. Oh, sweetheart. He's kneeling beside you in an instant, gathering your hair back, even though most of it is already falling out of your messy bun. His hand is warm and steady on your back, rubbing slow circles. How long has this been going on? Since dinner. You managed to croak out, your voice hoarse and broken. I thought it was just something I ate wrong, but another heave cuts off your words, though nothing comes up except bile that burns your already raw throat. Kirishima makes a sympathetic sound, keeping your hair secure and supporting your weight as you shake. That's it. I'm getting Katsuki, he says firmly, reaching for his phone with his free hand. No, you protest weakly. He's got that early training session tomorrow. Don't wake him. What do you mean, don't wake him? Comes an explosive voice from the doorway, and you look up to see Bakugo standing there in just his sweatpants, hair even more disheveled than usual. Eyes sharp with concern, despite clearly having just woke up. The heck do you think you're doing? Keeping this shit from me? I didn't want to worry you both. You mumble, embarrassed. It's just a stomach bug or something. Just a stomach bug. Bakugo stalks into the bathroom, crouching down on your other side. His hand comes up to your forehead, and you see his jaw tighten. You're burning up, idiot. How many times have you thrown up? You exchange a glance with Kirishima, who answers for you. I've heard her at least 4 times, and I only woke up 20 minutes ago. Before that, too. You admit quietly. Maybe 7, 8 times total? 8 times. Bakugo's voice rises, not in anger, but in alarm. And you're just going to sit here and deal with it alone. What the hell were you thinking? I thought you were both asleep. I didn't want to wake you. You had to stop talking as another wave hits, and this time when you're edge, it's so violent that spots dance in your vision. You feel Kirishima's grip tighten on you, keeping you from collapsing entirely. Okay, that's it. Bakugo stands abruptly. We're taking you to the hospital. No, Katsuki, I'll be fine. Don't give me that shit. He's already moving, grabbing a washcloth and running it under cold water. You can't keep anything down. You're dehydrated as hell, and you're running a fever. This is not normal. He returns. and gently wipes your face with the cool cloth. His touch surprisingly tender, despite the harsh edge to his words. You lean into it, gratefully, the coolness soothing against your flesh skin. He's right, babe, Kirishima says softly, his hand still tracing patterns on your back. This seems really serious. You're shaking so much, and you can barely hold yourself up. I just don't want to be a bother, you whisper. Bakugo's hand stills on your face, and when you look up at him, his expression has shifted into something fierce and protective. A bother. You think you're being a bother for being sick. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard you say, and you've said some pretty dumb shit. What he means, Kirishima interjects with a gentle smile, shooting Bakugo a look, is that we love you. Taking care of you is not a bother. It's what we want to do, what we need to do. Damn straight. Bakugo mutters, resuming his careful ministrations with the washcloth. Now stop being stubborn and let us help you. You nod weakly, too exhausted to even argue anymore. Kirishima helps you stand on shaky legs, supporting most of your weight as Bakugo disappears, returning moments later with one of his hoodies and a pair of your shoes. Arms up, he orders, and you comply, letting him pull the hoodie over your head. It swallows you completely, warm and smelling like caramel and safety. He kneels to help you into your shoes, movements quick but careful. I've got her, Kirishima says, lifting you into his arms with practiced ease. You curl against his chest, soaking in the warmth. Can you grab her phone and some water? Yeah, Bakugo replies, shoving items into a bag. And I'm texting Aizawa that we're not making morning training. The trip to the hospital passes in a blur of nausea and concern. You're vaguely aware of Kirishima's heartbeat steady beneath your ear, of Bakugo's hand gripping yours in the back seat of the cab, his thumb stroking across your knuckles. Every bump in the road makes your stomach lurch, but you breathe through it, focusing on their presence. Stay with us, sweetheart, Kirishima murmurs when your eyes start to drift closed. We're almost there. At the ER, Bakugo takes charge, his naturally commanding presence getting you checked in quickly, while Kirishima keeps you upright in a chair. A nurse brings you a basin, which proves necessary when another wave of sickness hits. You're going to be okay, Bakugo says firmly, crouching in front of you, while Kirishima holds the basin. His hand cups your face, forcing you to meet his intense eyes. We've got you, always. Yes, we do, Kirishima echoes, pressing a kiss to your temple. Despite how awful you feel, warmth blooms in your chest. You're sick and miserable, but you're not alone. And somehow, that makes everything a little more bearable. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you like this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and goodbye.